everyone, Stephen Alexander here from politicallyimpaired.com. Today we're going to be talking about the riots at the university that happened over the weekend. And no, we're not talking about Milo in Yiannopoulos. It's happened again, this time to Gavin Mcinnes.
First of all, your hat is disgusting right now. Your hat is disgusting. Let me say something. America was never great. America was built on the back of slaves and Native Americans. America was never great. You guys are going back to that. Fucking joke! You were a joke! You're grown boys! You're grown boys! And even the black ones! You're a fucking brown boy too, you motherfucker! You're not protecting the NYU students here! And I'm disgusted! I'm a professor!
Holy fuck, is this wrong?
How dare you! How dare you fucking assholes protect neo-Nazis! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully obstructing pedestrian traffic. You are ordered to disperse now to prevent the safe flow of pedestrian traffic.
Now, Gavin Mcinnes isn't exactly as well known as Milo, but he's going to be now. Well, he's definitely making his way up the ranks. Now, again, just like the whole Milo incident at UC Berkeley a couple weeks ago, not a lot of people really knew who Gavin Mcinnes was, but now that NBC has officially come across his path and now is learning who he is, again, just gaining his following more and more and more.
Another night of violent protests at another college campus over another controversial speaker. Conservative speaker and Vice Media co-founder Gavin Mcinnes was scheduled to speak at New York University last night at an event organized by a Republican group on campus. Before the speech began, protesters gathered outside the building where Mcinnes was scheduled to appear. He was hit with pepper spray on his way inside, according to a university spokesman.
Can I ask you this? I'm sorry. I'm sure I should know this guy. Who is this guy?
Who is Gavin Mcinnes? A lot of people might be a little fuzzy as to who this guy really is. When it comes down to it, he's a Canuck. He's a Canadian, much like myself. Now, with NBC, you see them sort of laughing that he's a Canadian, which I find very funny because they think that this is going to discredit him in one way or another.
Just saying, who is that guy that they're like blowing stuff up? Who is Alex Mcinnes?
Gavin.
Is he a historian or something? Did he write?
What's his name? What's his name again?
North and South or something, or what? Who is he?
He's from Vice Media, conservative guy. He said some inflammatory things.
Is Vice conservative?
Some people within it. I don't think generally speaking.
I've never heard of the guy.
No.
He is apparently a Canadian writer, actor, comedian, and co-founder of Vice Media and host of the Gavin Mcinnes Show on Compound Media.
Huh. Well, so they hate him because he's Canadian.
All the people that I know in Canada, the Liberals here seem to be a lot more intelligent. And they seem to be able to at least hold their own during a debate. American Liberals seem just dumb as bricks when it comes down to it. I've yet to see an American liberal that can hold their own during debate and doesn't cower with their fucking tail between their legs every time someone asks a legit, honest question. So when I'm talking about liberals, I'm not necessarily talking about Canadian liberals. So I've had a lot of Canadian liberal friends. And you know, debate has always been a little hot when it comes to discussions about Trump and topics of the sort. But nothing really surprises me when it comes to American liberals. Nothing really surprises me because they are really quick to jump to conclusions when they have no other argument, no other argument whatsoever. They go straight to the racist stuff. Or they go straight to the Hitler thing. Oh, well, this person's Hitler, and these people are Nazis, and oh, you might believe in something that's not exactly what they agree with, so automatically you're pinned as Hitler or a Nazi or something like that, which I find absolutely fucking ridiculous. Hitler was a lot of things before he was an asshole, before he started burning people and shit, before he became this big, fucking tyrannical leader. I mean, he was a lot of things, but he was a politician as well. So of course he's going to have a lot of things in common with people that think politically. So you can pretty much, well, you ran for office just like Hitler. Everything's just like Hitler, just like Hitler. I had a friend of mine, and I know you're watching, Zach, right off the bat, it was just like, oh, well, he's doing a lot of things that are very similar to Hitler. And me and him sort of clashed on this for the first time. Well, we've clashed on a lot of things in the past. But in this particular incident, he was very, very assured that this guy was just like Hitler and everything was like Hitler and all that stuff. And I argued with him. I really did, because I didn't see it. I didn't really see it. Of course, there's similarities, but those similarities were also true for Hillary Clinton. The only difference is Clinton was the devil, in my fucking opinion, the fucking Antichrist, or a supporter of a minion of hell of one way or another, fucking complete hell bitch, and someone I can never really fucking stand. So I firsthand know what it's like to get involved with liberal discussions versus conservative, especially when my best friend's a liberal. So you can imagine the conversations we've had. They're quite good, actually. But he's a very intelligent person. He can argue his facts normally. This is Canadian liberal, a Canadian liberal at his best. I'm assuming he's liberal. His beliefs seem to follow there anyway. So Zach, I apologize if I'm pinning you in the wrong category here. But anyway, this is my experience with Canadian liberals, and I've had discussions online with American liberals, and they're just they're missing it up here. They don't get it, like the engine's running, but there's no one behind the wheel. Like there is no rational discussion happening with these type of people. So back to the whole Gavin Mcinnes thing. Now, I've been following Gavin Mcinnes for a while now, and most notably his stuff with Copper Cap, I think his name was, Copper Cap. Some really funny stuff, really messed up stuff too, but nevertheless, fucking hilarious.
You need a German bra. You know what they call German bras? Das should stop them from flopping. When did men get tits?
I don't have tits, Kevin.
Is it the chicken? Is it has?
Now, in this incident, check this out. He's talking about what happened when he actually arrived at NYU.
Did you expect, on the heels of what happened to Milo, that something might be happening because of what happened at UC Berkeley?
Oh, we were told. We were told that they were going to attack us. They had made Facebook pages and Twitter, and New York Antifa was coming to disrupt. They made it very clear that they were going to kick my ass. I didn't know they were going to be using bear mace. That was a surprise. But NYU had a back door we could have got in. And I said, no, I'm not going in the back door. I'm not ashamed. So all of us got together. We went through the front door. But then they only let me in. So the guys who escorted me there were left to fight. And luckily, they're great fighters. So they fought back, and 2 of them ended up in jail. But overall, it was a really fun night, and I cannot recommend violence enough.
So this guy's talking about being bear maced. Like, who shows up for a debate or a speech or something, and someone has fucking bear mace? like these people really prepared to do something violent, and I'm not really shocked to hear that his his bodyguards or whatever were in prison for defending themselves. Yeah, if you didn't catch that, here it is again.
I got to tell you, we have a real problem here, and you did fight back, and you say 2 of the guys who defended you wound up in jail?
Yeah. Well, they had no choice. They were left to the wolves. And these guys were shooting bear mace at people, at us. So you're sitting there with your eyes. The guy who got the most punches in was wearing sunglasses. So the pepper spray bounced off his eyes.
So this is realistically what's happening to free speech in America, and in Canada and anywhere in North America. It's getting right out of hand. It really is. I thought it was not as violent, not as out there as Milo's, obviously, because Milo's has a much bigger following than Gavin. But Gavin really is more of a comedian. Milo confesses himself to be a comedian, and he's not that funny, but he does make a lot of sense. Gavin, on the other hand, seems to be a little more funnier, in my personal opinion.
I got Jordans. I got Levi's. I'm getting rid of my Jordans. I'm burning them because they're made in sweatshops over in these countries that you and your people, your white fucking cis male gender people.
Look at this guy's threshold of pain. His entire shoulders are covered in fire ants, and he feels nothing.
They're coming out stupider than when they went in. But when we used to do this stuff, we would, when we used to do this stuff, I was a crusty punk. I was an anarchist punk, but we were fighting Nazis. Like, they had swastika tattoos. They were the real deal. What they're fighting now is just free speech.
The true North, strong and free. Way to make a Canadian proud, my friend. I'm with Gavin when it comes to this stuff. If I show up for a speech or something like that, and someone puts bear mace in my face, they're going in a fucking ambulance. I'll tell you that much right now. You know what? I'm Canadian. I'm not afraid to fight. We're tough motherfuckers. Look at the NHL. All you Americans out there, take a look at your NHL teams. 50% of them are Canadian, all right? And they're all badass motherfuckers. They don't care if they lose teeth. They don't care if they walk away with black eyes. They don't care if they fucking break ribs, as long as they break the other guy just as bad.
Ledger and Sabor, he can probably beat right here. Now watch this. Domi drops a stick and whacks him. Here's a better one. The old overhand right and left.
Oh, man.
Way to do us proud, Gavin. Proud of you. And yeah, keep fighting the good fight, buddy. To take away from all this, like I said in the Milo video that I did during the UC Berkeley incident, you're there to shut them down and make sure they don't have a voice. That was the goal of protesting this time around when it comes to Gavin Mcinnes, just like it was with Milo. The goal was to shut them down and make sure they don't have a voice. So we're going to silence their voice. That's what we want to do. Now, during the video, during his speech, when he actually was allowed to speak, what you found in that video was a lot of fucking people, you know, chanting and all that stuff. They actually came into the hall to disrupt the actual speech.
What's the issue here? Do they not throw acid in... The Muslims not throw acid in their daughters' faces when they show up?
So here we got Gavin Mcinnes. And he's a trooper. He really is. He keeps talking. He keeps talking, and over and over. Like for the longest time, he didn't care that they kept on going. I'm sure it was distracting for him, but he kept doing it. He kept on trying to make his point. So he's definitely a trooper when it comes to that. And you know. You hear this guy, this fucking, you know, the dean or whoever the fuck this guy is. He comes in and fucking tries to calm them down, does a shitty job. The students start yelling over him.
I'm asking you, please, to go back to your... You're ridiculous, sir. You're a dumb, liberal asshole who thinks that these kids are rational beings. You don't want to lose your job. Sit down, try to be civil. That's a minute.
And he's off again. And here's Gavin Mcinnes once again trying to talk over these people that are yelling all this fucking bullshit. So, if you had to check this part out.
Can I get one of you up here to debate with one of you? You, the one screaming our campus right now. Why don't you come up here right now and talk to me? Why don't you come up here? Come up here. Why are you repeating the same mantra that from the Manson family? Come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Discuss it. Discuss it, Range Rover boy.
So you got Gavin Mcinnes with a microphone in his hand, walking up to this crowd of protesters and saying, who's got the balls? Who's got the fucking balls to step up and actually debate? All right? And not one stepped forward. Not one. Because every one of them, American liberals, cowards. And not just cowards, stupid cowards. Moronic people that simply can't fucking debate and hold their own. All they can do is yell racist, racist. How is he racist? How is he racist? I don't know. Racist, racist, racist. Okay. You think he's racist? Okay, you might have a point. Explain yourself, though. I don't know. Racist, racist, racist. This is what they do over and over again. Can't explain themselves, can't debate on any kind of intellectual level, all right? Just a whole lot of fucking bullshit, blah, blah, hergity-blurk. That's it. This time, all right, you happen to do it to Canadian. What did you expect? Canadians know how to fight. Canadians don't care about your bullshit. Afterwards, Gavin Mcinnes is Canadian. I'm telling you, afterwards, he would have no problem taking you to the bar and buying you a beer. No problem, because that's what we do. I love America. I love the direction that it's going. And if liberal people don't like that shit, they can eat my ass with a fucking spoon. I can care less. But as far as Canadian people go, like, I wish we had a Trump. We don't have a Trump. We have a Trudeau. And Trudeau likes to likes to mute free speech. Right now, you can't say anything against Muslims in Canada because they'll raid your house. So free speech in Canada is fucking out the window. All right. So I had this big fucking Muslim video that I wanted to do. Now I can't do it because I fear that these fucking people are going to break down my fucking door and take me away in handcuffs. So America, right now you have freedom of speech, and it's a beautiful thing. Don't fuck it up like we did. All right. Don't fuck it up. Don't let people. Right now you got Trump, and Trump's backing you up. He's trying to give you your free speech. Okay, recognize that, liberals. Recognize that. If you're gonna recognize anything, recognize that. All right, you're still allowed to walk into a fucking university and chant. You're still allowed. You have that freedom. You have that right. It's a beautiful thing. Don't fuck it up. All right, because the more you fucking show up and you start lighting shit on fire and spraying people with a bear mace and beating them in fucking in the streets with shovels, okay, you're not gonna have that fucking luxury for long. I guarantee it. They're going to put you in a category. This will only last so long before they start fucking labeling you as terrorists. All right? It's only a matter of someone crossing a line. And that became very close with the Milo incident, not so much with the Gavin Mcinnes incident. But when you beat someone with a shovel and you leave them in the streets to die, okay, that's crossing a line. And it's only going to take a few more of those before protesting in this country, especially university, is going to be shut down completely. So you got a fine line to walk. You think you're fucking solving the world's problems? No, you're making it worse for everybody. All right. All it takes is one fucking asshole to fuck it up for everybody else. All right. And that's where the direction of protests in America is going right now. So I would tread carefully, America. I really would. But anyway, right now that's all I have to say on it. I have a book coming out. If you haven't watched my videos before, I like to promote my book at the end of the video, and that's called The Book of Neophyte. You can check out the website at thebookofneophyte.com, or if you want a free copy of that, limited time, mind you, just shoot me an email with the email given in the description there, and I'll send you a free ebook. Okay, so that's my gift to you subscribers out there. Please subscribe. The more subscribers I get, I can do this for a living instead of having to work fucking 40 to 60 hours a week, which fucking sucks, by the way. So anyway, so that's all I have to say. Yeah, and once again, my name is Stephen Alexander, and thanks for watching, guys. Take care.